Kicking off the in-depth look into the papers then, the Express, Josh.
Indeed. Sturgeon arrested in SNP fraud probe. So, as I said, I was away camping, my phone ran out of battery, a.k.a. I had to engage with my children and relearn their names.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then getting in the car on the way home and then just sort of charging it up as we were packing. And then just turned on my phone and it was like, OK, Sturgeon and Trump and...
How long had this phone been out? Because
it'd been like...
I've got some bad news about Philip Schofield.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
You'll get there eventually.
Well, as long as he's still married to his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Good. So this particular part of the news is, apart from there is a nice picture of Boris being like... he's probably trying to use one of those camping toilets like me. Yeah, Sturgeon arrested in SNP fraud probe. Now, you've got to be a bit careful because Scotland, they've got sort of stricter laws when it comes to reporting on this stuff. We could say that she's been arrested. We could say that she's a woman. Is that it?
I don't know even if you can do that one.
Does Scotland exist? Can we say that Scotland is an entity?
Yeah, I mean, Lewis will disagree with that. He doesn't even think viruses exist. But you can say that she was also released without charge, which is an important part.
She was released without charge. She was in the interview for 7 hours. Now, that sounds like a long time, but for her, if you've seen one of her TV addresses, that's a warm-up act for her.
Three questions.
Yeah, exactly. So she could do 7 hours on her head.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is after her husband was also arrested and not charged, pending further stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all we really could say.
We all remember. There are a few things we can say that we remember, like the CSI tent that turned up in their garden.
Don't talk about tents. No. I've had enough about tents.
Do you reckon that's what it was? They just brought a chemical toilet along?
Yeah, I don't know.
They know how long it takes to answer a question, so they thought it'd better bring...
There is an RV involved, isn't there? Maybe that could be what it is, yeah.
Parked around the mother-in-law's house. £150,000 or something. This is above my pay grade.
Well, this goes back to when she did resign, there was a lot of speculation, and there was a lot of stuff online that we can't necessarily say. People going, no, it's not about this. What people were saying was this whole gender identity issue and the self-ID laws. They were saying just wait a few weeks, and then consequently this stuff did come out. She's saying, like she has said, look, no, I know some people think that I can understand why people would make that strange coincidence, connection there, but really I was just tired.
I think the situation is a bit confusing to me. Is she arrested? Like in America, you get arrested, which means you're going to be charged, which means you're put in jail. You can't just be arrested and then be asked questions because it goes against the constitutional right of someone to not answer those questions. I think in this country...
I think that's why they have to arrest you, so that you've been read your rights, so that you can then be asked questions.
But they're not going to arrest you for just, like, hanging out.
No, but if they are asking questions that they think might be of use in an evidential sense later on...
What if she says, I don't want to answer these questions?
Well, you have the right to remain silent.
Right, so we're going to keep her for 7 hours?
Have you seen Scotland Law and Order?
No.
Fantastic TV series.
I don't understand what's going on. One thing I can say about you, Josh, because I heard you were camping and you had
said it a second ago.
You had a teepee. Yeah, you had a teepee and a wigwam, and that's why Josh has 2 tents.
That is good.
Oh, my God.
That's the oldest joke.
You're not allowed to say wigwam anymore.
1970s wants its joke back.